Okay, today we are going to talk about a pot. Okay, last week, before that, what did we say about a plant? No?
Ma'am, I couldn't hear you clearly.
Okay, you can hear now?
Yeah.
Okay, so today we are going to talk about a cracked pot. Okay, I think so. You must have learned in your school, but I'll tell you once like a story again. A cracked pot. Okay, once there was a lady. Can you see a lady? She has two pots. Okay, one was a perfect pot. Okay, it was a beautiful pot, and one pot had little cracks in it. And this lady, she has to go from a home like this. She has to go down the hill, and she has to go down to the river, and she has to take the two pots of water, and she has to put on the stick. Can you see one stick over here? She has to put the two pots on each of the stick, and she has to carry it, and she has to walk up the hill to her house. Okay, that is how she takes water from the river. So this is how she used to do. And so one pot was very beautiful, and it was beautifully everything. And so she used to fill full water. But the other pot, even though you fill the full water, what happens? It starts coming out because it is having a crack in it. Okay. So can you see this lady? She's walking down the hill. The house is very far away, and you can see her walking down the hill, and she has to carry like this, and she has to come down to the river, and she has to take the water, and again she has to go all up to that house. By the time she reaches there, what happens? All the water in the pot will start going. Can you see a crack in this pot? A big crack. So all the water, by the time she reaches on top of the house, what happens? The water starts flowing, and only half water, not even half will be there. The full water will be almost finished. So only the other pot will be having full, but this pot will be having less water. So like that, many years passed, and after some few years, as she reached home, there was so she'll only get one and a half. One, no talking. Tabitha, no, don't talk in between. So she used to get only one and a half pots of water. So after a few years, this cracked pot was feeling very sad. Look, I am only giving half a pot of water to this lady. Poor lady, she's carrying me all the way, and I'm only trying to get her only half a pot of water. And this lady she was to feel very, he used to feel very sad, and he used to feel very ashamed of what he is. Other pot, because the other side, the other pot is giving full pot of water. But only this side, this pot used to feel very sad. He used to cry. Can you see? This lady used to go like this, and she used to fill the water like this. And look, can you see the water falling down from the pot? It used to go down like this, like this, like this. All the water is falling out and going. Look, other side, the water is not at all falling. So every day she used to walk. So this pot used to feel very sad. Can you see the pot is very crying? It is telling, I apologize. I'm so sad. She told this pot told the lady, look, I'm so sad that I'm very bad pot. I am having so much of cracks on me. Look at me. I cannot even give you full water. The other pot is able to give you full water. See, I cannot even give you a full pot of water. And he felt very sad, and he told the lady. But the lady said, okay, what do you do? And when we go back home, what you do? You look in the side of your where the pot is in this side. So look down where when I'm going up the hill, you look on the floor, what is there on the floor. And the lady, this bot said, okay. And then he was very sad. And then what happened? The lady was carrying the pot like this, and this pot was looking down, and he could see lot of beautiful flowers on his side, and he cannot see any flowers on the other side. Only on his side there was lot of beautiful flowers, and he was happy, but still he was very sad that he could only give little water to this lady by the time she reached there. So the lady said, did you notice all the flowers on the side? Can you see all the flowers on this side? Because you had a crack in your pot. I could have destroyed you, and I made a new pot. But what? I didn't destroy you. What I did is I planted seeds on the side of the place where your pot was hanging. I planted the seeds. So every day when I'm carrying the pot, the water will fall on it. And what happened? Beautiful flowers will start coming on that side only. Look, you see the other side, there was nothing in the other side. I didn't have to plant any seeds over there because there was no water coming. So this side, even though you are cracked, I could have just thrown you. I could have made a new pot, and I would have carried a new pot. Why I should carry you every day and only I'll get only little water? But see what I did with you. Because you had this problem with you, because you had a crack, I used you to get better things in better things on the road. So the lady said, see, I made so many beautiful flowers on the path. Okay. So many times we are like this, so many times we think that so many things are bad in us. I may think I'm not good in studies. I tell her, "Okay, I'm not good in studies. I don't know how to sing properly. I don't know how to, I'm always disobedient. My parents are always scolding me because I'm not good for that. I'm not good for this. I'm not able to obey my parents. I'm not able to study well. So many bad things. Everybody has some problem with us. Okay. Sometimes we are not able to do many things what our parents are expecting or what our teachers are expecting from us. We are not able to because we cannot do. Okay. So many times we think, many times many children will tell many lies. Some people are, they keep on telling lies. Some people doesn't obey whatever their parents say. So many children, all the children have some problem or the other. So some children are always fighting with others. So many times we think that we are not good for others, right? And we feel very sad. Oh, I'm not good for anybody. I'm not good for my parents. I cannot do anything good for my parents. I cannot do anything good for my teachers and my friends. I'm not a good friend to anybody. And so many bad thoughts are coming to our mind, right? So let's see what happened. No talking. Let's see about Jonah. Jonah, what happened to Jonah? What did Jonah do? When God told Jonah to go to Nineveh to do something, what did he do? He ran away from God, right? He disobeyed God and he ran away. What about Peter? Let's see what Peter did. What he did, he denied Christ, right? He told her that, oh, I don't know Christ. I don't know who's Jesus. And he denied 3 times. He denied Jesus. Then let's see what Saul did. What did Saul do? He also, what he did, he started persecuting, he started killing so many of Christians, right? He did so many bad things. He killed so many Christians in his life. So what about Rahab? Was she a good lady? No, she was not a good lady. She was a very bad lady. She used to do all bad things. She was such a bad lady. And then let's see what about Moses. Can you see Moses, what he did? He killed a Egyptian. So he killed an Egyptian. He was a murderer. And what about Jacob? What he did? He deceived his brother Esau and he took all the blessings from Esau. What about Gideon? Gideon, he was very weak in his tribe, but still he was very weak. He said, Lord, I am very weak and I don't know how to do things over you. And I think I am very weak in my tribe. Everything he said. So what about Samson? Samson, he was a very, God wanted him to use everything, but he went away with the other people, and then the Philistines, they took away his eyes and they bound him, and he went away from God. What about David? He also did he murdered, and he did so many bad things. Solomon also. Solomon, he had a lot of wives. He started worshipping the idols. So Ruth. Ruth, her family. What happened to Ruth? She lost her family and she lost everyone, and she was alone as a widow over there without anything. Same way, look, everybody whom God used. Can you see? Everybody whom God used, everybody had some problem or the other. What happened? Here, Jonah, even though he ran away from God, even though he disobeyed God, did God here use him to save a big city of Nineveh, right? Yes, God say, oh, you ran away from me. I'm not going to use you. I don't want you. Did God throw him away? No, he used Jonah, even though he ran away from God. He used Jonah to save a big city of Nineveh. Why did God use Jonah? Did God just simply, oh, okay, anyway, you are only free man over here. Let me use him. Did he say that? No. When he was in the belly of the fish, what did he do? He told, sorry, God, I'm sorry for what wrong I have done. He confessed. That is why God used him. If he was not confessing of his sins or whatever he did, God wouldn't have used him. So the same way, the crackpot, no? Can you see the crackpot, how he was crying? He was crying off his floor. He was telling, oh, I am so sorry that I am so not useful for this, for you. That time then only he realized that that pot was very useful for making the way very beautiful. Same way, Peter, he cried, oh Lord, sorry that I denied you. Everyone, even Paul, when Jesus came and called him also, he was ready to do God's will. Everyone, even this, Moses, he ran away, and then afterwards God had to use him. So everyone, God had to use him. Why? Because they were broken down, because they all the things that they had, they were all broken down. Then Moses was such a big person in the palace, but still God had to break him too, so that he can deliver the whole Israel people from the Egypt. So all these people, even though they were wrong things in their life, even though they were bad, there's so many bad things in their life, but God used to do big, big things for them. So why did God choose them? Eh, why didn't God choose very smart guys, and why very talented guys and all? Why didn't God choose them? If imagine God wants to use me. Okay, if I imagine I was a big singer, I know how to sing properly, and I was a big singer, like how in all you can have. See what you're looking. Look at me. What do you have in your hand? Okay, so if God wants, if I imagine if I'm a big singer, okay, I'm singing very nicely on so many stages and anything, and I'm very big singer, I have a good voice, and will God, if God uses me? And will I ever go to God and say, God, please help me to sing the song? I don't know how to sing, or because my throat is the paining. Nothing. I will not even ask God's help, because I know I am very proud of my talent. I know I am very good in singing. I know 1,000 people are waiting there to hear my voice. I will never go and say, God, please help me, because I am very proud that I have this talent. Yes. Imagine I know how to play piano very nicely. I'll go like this, like this, like this. Nicely, I'll play piano. If God has to use me, God doesn't have to use, if God was using me, will I ever ask God, God, please help me? I don't know how to play this piano. I need your help to do this for this program. No, because I know I am perfect in playing the piano. So that is why God doesn't want very talented person or very big, big speakers. And he doesn't want so many big people. He just want normal people like us to do his work. But what first thing what he should be doing? He need a broken heart. I should be broken. I should say, God, I don't know how to do these things. I need to do these things, but I need your help. Okay. So imagine Andy. Even though Andy has throat pain, I cannot sing. Sometimes my voice is going somewhere else. Andy cannot do anything. Yes. Every time when I come to sing a song over here Sunday school, I need God's help to sing one song. So every time I have to come and I'll, God help me to sing that song. That is how God is leading me, right? So every time, many times you have lot of problems, lot of pain, lot of pain in your body, or maybe lot of things in your body. Maybe you have so many things, defects in you. Maybe you're not good. Maybe you're shy to stand in front of people and tell some things. Maybe you are not a good speaker. Maybe, sometimes some children, when their guest comes, they are very shy. They don't come in front and stand. They go run away and go to the other children. But such people, God will use them to become, even to tell ministry to others, to tell, to preach, because God wants such children or such people who needs help from God. God needs them to depend upon God, and God doesn't want somebody who can boast about their things. So why God uses broken people? Why God wants broken people and they don't want this talented people? Because they know that they need God. And if I am so proud of my talents, God doesn't need such person, because anyway they don't need God's help, right? So they'll do anyway. Without God also they will do. So God needs people who will depend upon them. They don't have anything to boast about, and they can be used anytime. So sometimes when people, when they want to sing, maybe the big singers and all, you need to take appointment. Ma'am, we need appointment for you for singing for that section, or please see in your calendar whether you are available for this singing section. And they will look in the calendar and they will say, okay, no, I'm not available for this date. I need another date. I cannot come this day. So they're all very busy. So, but for us, we are not busy. God can use us anytime for doing his work. So we are always there available for God. God needs a willing heart. And first of all, you should be broken. Second, he needs a heart with a willing heart to do for God. So God doesn't need big, big speakers, and God doesn't need very talented person. When Peter, remember Peter? He was a fisherman. Now, did he go for any education, B.Tech education, big 12 standard? Then he went for a degree? No, he didn't have any knowledge about anything. But what he went on preaching about God to others. Right? See how God used him, even though he was not good for anything. He was just a fisherman catching fish, but God used him because he told God, I need your help. Okay, so he needs someone with a willing heart, and he always used. Remember the tax collector story? And the tax collector was standing backside and he was telling, God, please have mercy on me. I don't know how, I'm a sinner. I don't have anything. I need your help. So like that person, such a broken person, God will use that such a person to do big, big things for God. How he used Peter to do many things. See how he used Jonah to do many things. So everyone, Moses, even he was not good. He told God, when God told him, go to Pharaoh and tell this, what he said, no, I don't know how to speak. You send my brother Aaron. I don't know how to speak also. Please don't send me. But see how God had used him to go to Pharaoh many times and tell, and then he has to deliver all the Israel people. How many years he had to do this? See how God used in such a person. So every time God will use you. If you have a willing heart, if you want to do something for God, He is always ready to use you. And secondly, you should be having a broken. You're always ready to do it, and also tell God, I need your help. I don't know how to do this. Many times in our life, if you check in your life also, there's so many things you are not able to do. There's so many things you're sad about. There's so many things that you're telling, Lord, I don't know anything. I don't know how to do it. I don't know many things you are sad about. But you should ask God and should tell God, I want to do so many things for you, but please help me out, and God will surely help you out. Even though you are not good in studies, even though you are very shy to talk to others in front of others, even though you are very disobedient, or so many bad things you have, even though you have so many other bad things, God will change you to a new person and make you useful to God. Okay, so this is the story that you learned from this cracked pot. Even though he had a crack in his pot, what he did? He made beautiful flowers along the way. So everybody can look at it and smile. So be always remember that even though you are not, if there are so many cracks in your body, or if there are a lot of bad things that you are ashamed of, God can change you and make you into a person who can do many things for God. Okay, so this is your next. This is your memory verse for this week. Okay, First Corinthians chapter 1 verse 27. God has chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, and God has chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things that are mighty. So he's using the foolish people to confound the wise, and he is choosing the weak people of the world to confound the things which are mighty. Okay, so this is your memory verse for all of you. Remember that even though you are weak, even though you are not good, God has purpose for you. Remember, we learned that God has purpose for you before you are formed in the womb. So he has purpose for you. So always don't keep on thinking, I'm not good, I'm not good, I'm not good. God can change you and use you to be a better instruments for him. Okay, understood the story? Okay.